a mouthful. Man-made virus kills 1 million lives and creates the biggest profit of their lives. Yeah. Good morning, and welcome to another episode of the Clarion Call. The lady on your screen, Iyah May, is taking the world by storm with her new song, Karmageddon. Not a lot is known about her other than she was raised in Australia, spent some time in New York City, eventually ended up as a doctor, a medical doctor, did practice medicine apparently in an emergency room in Australia during the COVID pandemic. And out of that experience, she's got some pretty strong opinions about the way the world is working, and it's not working very well. The name Karmageddon, of course, is an amalgamation of two concepts. Armageddon, which is a Christian concept that refers to the battle between good and evil at the end of the world before Jesus comes back. It's in the book of Revelations if you want to look it up. And then karma is an even older concept that comes out of India and is involved in many of the Eastern religions, which basically relates to consequences of actions. If you do something bad, you're said to have bad karma and bad things will happen to you in the future. So by putting those two ideas together, Karmageddon, I think it's clear that she's talking about a little bit of revenge or bad things happening to the people who have been doing bad things in the world. And a mighty battle that is about to ensue between the force of good and evil. So she's talking my language. I don't agree with all of her political positions, but then if I can find somebody that I agree 80% with, we can be friends. And of course, she's a very lovely young lady.
I open up my phone on a Monday morning, staring at my screen. I'm tired and a little lonely. Mr. Muskie says some shit that left so angry. Twitter wars and Gaza, man, it's so overwhelming. Maybe that's how life becomes when people less important than a profit.
When people are less important than a profit line. That's going to be a recurring theme here in this song. And she mentions that Twitter, when Elon Musk's the left gets angry. She's right up to date with what's going on in the world here. In fact, Elon just pissed off most of Europe and especially all of Germany, or at least all the powers that be, by coming out and arguing that the right-wing party over there, AfD, is the best hope for Germany's future. They didn't want to hear that. They don't want to hear a lot of what Elon has to say. And they're probably going to ban Twitter or X out of all of Europe. I wouldn't be surprised in the coming year.
Muskie says some shit that left so angry. Twitter wars and Gaza, man, it's so overwhelming. Maybe that's how life becomes when people less important than a profit line. No one cares about your dreams, just pay your tax on time. Keep scrolling, hold me near to you now. Gender, guns, religion, and abortion rights. You better pick a tribe and hit the other side. Keep scrolling.
Did you see Taylor live?
No, I haven't seen Taylor live, but she said pick a side and then hate the other side. Isn't that the way so much of the world is working these days? In fact, hate is kind of encouraged because it's really the old divide and conquer philosophy. If we can get two sides fighting with each other, they won't notice. It's like the magician, he distracts you with one hand while he does the trick with the other. And that's what they do. They get people fighting. Meanwhile, they're taking advantage of everybody. And she's about to tell you who those people are.
Man-made virus, watch the millions die. Biggest profit of their lives. Here's inflation, that's your prize. This is Karmageddon.
Now that was a mouthful. Man-made virus kills 1 million lives and creates the biggest profit of their lives. Yeah, pretty much. Not only the profits that the drug companies made, but think about the great profits that were made as a result of the lockdowns and the shutdowns of a lot of small businesses while allowing the big businesses to keep functioning. The last 4 years probably seen the greatest transfer of wealth from the lower and middle classes up to the super rich in the history of the world. And it was all accomplished as a result of the pandemic and being able to shut down the competition and get an unfair advantage. She's not wrong there.
Is inflation, that's your prize. This is Karmageddon. Turn on the news and eat the lies. Kim or Kanye, pick a side. Cancel culture, what a vibe. This is Karmageddon. Corporation.
Yeah, I'm not picking a side between Kim and Kanye. I don't know enough about either one, although I guess if I had to choose, I'd go with Kanye because he does seem to be more of a truth teller than Kim Kardashian. I don't know too much about her. She's not my generation. She said a mouthful there, and it's early in the morning and I'm having trouble retaining. It's all going by so quickly. I'm going to have to read it, watch it again.
Biggest profit of their lives. Here's inflation, that's your prize. This is Karmageddon. Turn on the news and eat the lies. Kim or Kanye, pick a side. Cancel culture, what a vibe. This is Karmageddon.
Yeah, inflation is your prize. Well, it's not much of a prize for us, is it, for the average person? Our money's worth less and less. But perhaps inflation works for somebody else, to inflate values of other types of investments that the average person may not have, real estate, stocks and bonds, etc. Another line in there was, watch the news and eat their lies. Well, no, I'm not watching the news or eating their lies. A lot of us have gone on a diet with respect to that. I haven't watched television other than an occasional sporting event in 4 years now. Totally. I can't even watch Netflix movies or any type of TV. It doesn't do it for me anymore. I do a lot of reading. I spend a lot of time on the internet, watch a lot of YouTube videos, but no more television. So I stay well away from their lies.
Cancel culture, what a vibe. This is Karmageddon. Corporations swear they never lie. Politicians bribe for life. More wars, genocide. This is Karmageddon. Welcome to the chaos of the times. If you go left and I go right, pray we make it out alive. This is Karmageddon.
You gotta admit, it's a catchy beat, got a little bit of a disco feel to it almost. She has a very nice voice. She's not hard on the eyes. She's got the whole package here. But the words are very strong. Apparently told that she had to change the lyrics of this song by her manager and her record company, and she refused to do that, and therefore she's now independent. I don't know how that works, because I know in this country, a record company, if they have a deal like that, they got 6 ways from Sunday of screwing you and not letting you go independent. I don't know how she got out of her contract. I'm a little suspicious about the whole cover story. And I'm not sure which lyric that they want her to change. There's so much in here that could be offensive to different parties. It may be the part about Gaza, because later on she's talking about the Israelis killing children, which personally, I don't agree with her take on that. No one likes to see children killed. On the other hand, if you have a terroristic threat where they're using the children as shields, unfortunately, that's the fortunes of war. It is crazy, it is horrible, but there's not really a better alternative to dealing with that type of craziness. She talked about cancel culture being a great vibe. Well, I guess she got canceled. There's so much packed into these lyrics that I can't quite keep them all in my head as they go by.
It's Fashion Week, celebs lose ribs. Balenciaga has the kids. Just as Drake, he's losing beef. Kendrick killed him in his sleep. This track's about beating up your queen. More women dying doesn't cause a scene. While we're fed all these distractions, kids are killed from Israel's actions. I'ma speak my mind. Sick to death of all these crazy lies.
That may have been the line that they wanted her to change, I don't know. But blaming the Israelis only for the death of those children, I think, is a little bit of a naive view of the whole situation.
While we're fed all these distractions, kids are killed from Israel's actions. I'ma speak my mind, sick to death of all these crazy lies. A circus for humanity's decline. We just want a peaceful life, give the people back their rights. And I still got a beef, cause Fauci's laughing and we've been asleep. And who's the light and it's running deep, big pharma.
Fauci, WHO, Big Pharma. It's possible that they wanted her to remove these lyrics as well. These lyrics will certainly cause a problem with her song on YouTube. Although so far, for an independent artist that no one's heard of, this song is doing fairly well. I think it has a couple 100,000 views on YouTube. It may have more on Twitter and other platforms that are less subject to shadow banning. But we're going to give a try with this reaction, and we'll see what happens. But I guess as her experience as a doctor kind of informed a lot of these opinions about the pandemic, the devils that were making money off us.
Just laughing and we've been asleep. And who's the light and it's running deep, big pharma finna eat. They a devil making weed. Man-made virus, watch the millions die. Biggest profit of their lives. Here's inflation, that's your prize. This is Karmageddon. Turn on the news and eat their lies. Kim or Kanye, pick a side. Cancel culture, what a vibe. This is Karmageddon. Corporations swear they never lie. Politicians brought for life. No more wars, genocide. This is Karmageddon. Welcome to the chaos of the times. If you go left and I go right, pray we make it out alive. This is Karmageddon.
There you go, Karmageddon. And a few more lines that I caught in there. Politicians bribed for life. Yeah, that's pretty much what we have in this country. Bribed by the military-industrial complex to keep pumping that money out for permanent war. So she's not wrong there either. The only problem I have with her appearance is what's with the nose ring? I mean, a beautiful woman. Why she got to put a piece of metal in her nostril? Look like some kind of cattle. I don't get that one. But a very strong performance, a very timely song dealing with, as she called it, the chaos of our time. And in the end, she says, "You go left, I'll go right, but I hope we all survive. I pray we all survive. And in the coming battle, there will be casualties." Yeah. So who knows who's going to survive in the great war, the great Armageddon that's coming at us, coming down the road at us at 90 miles an hour. You get that sense from the song that events are spinning out of control to a large degree in this world, and it's not even clear that anyone is steering the boat. At least in America, we have that sense. We have no idea who's actually running the country right now. We know it's not the nominal president or the nominal vice president. Well, we've only got 20 days to go or less, hopefully, to start to get out of this nightmare.